Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Flying. How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining. Yes, we'll need a bit of German in here, guys. We are testing out this brand new plane, well, newly released, but very classic, from the 1930s to 1950s, if I read it correctly. We'll read more about it in a bit. But yes, the Junkers U-52, is that how you pronounce it even? Even that is a question mark for me. So we'll see. But thanks for joining. Who do we have in chat? We have Scotsman, indeed. German planes. German trains, the German planes. Hey Patrick. Grey Dog, how are you guys? Glad you managed to join. Alex, how's hunting? I finally managed to join, right? Hey Mechanical. Glad you made it. Yes, we'll need your help. We'll need the Google Translate at the ready. We'll see how it works. Hey Tom, Cellabones, how are you guys? Thanks for joining. Yes, let's see how we do this, how we proceed. There's the plane in front of me, and yes, you're not seeing that wrong. This plane has three radial engines. Let's have a look at the specs if you can see it from here. There's not a lot of specs, but let's go and read it. Let me go ahead and get Clumpy in here. There you go. So, the U-52, I'm not even sure how to read that, 3MG2E, is a 3-engine, low-wing transport aircraft produced by German aircraft producer Junkers between 1931 and 1945. Initially built as a small airliner, I believe it's capable of 17 passengers. 2 pilots and 17 passengers. It was also used by the German military during World War. Oh, yeah, but it also had a lot of civilian use before and after, if I read it correctly. So we'll read that in more detail later. Yes, and then there's the wingspan. Fuselage mounted, what's an empennage? And non-retractable conventional landing gear. Okay, so there is no such thing as gear up. That's one less thing to worry about, although I think we will have plenty to worry about in its stead. So we'll see. Powered by 3 air-cooled 9-cylinder, a tad smaller, right, than the DC-6. How many cylinders does each engine of the DC-6 have? Was it 27, 21? So a tad smaller, but it has 3 of these BMW 132A-3 radial engines. So I'm hoping it sounds like a radial engine. You guys let me know later if we manage to get it started, okay? We'll see, one step at a time. First, we'll have to understand the cockpit, because I think the text is in German. So that's why we need a translator. The airline cruises at 120 miles per hour and can fly as fast as 160. Not bad at all. Has a range of 620 miles, service ceiling of 19,000 feet. Wow. But I don't think this is pressurized, is it? I don't think during this time there is such a thing as pressurized cabins yet. A proven workhorse over all types of terrain, including high mountains, the Junkers U-52. Classic early airliner. Wow, it is considered an airliner. Even more classic than the DC-6. While aerodynamically forgiving, it demands acute attention to detail, notably with regard to its engines and during takeoffs and landings. Does that play well? Does that work? We'll see how that works. BMW 132A is a copy of the Pratt & Whitney R1690. Oh, I see. Empennage is tail. I see. Thank you. Oh, glad we have you here, Alex. Okay. German DC-3 of a fashion. Okay, yeah. But the main problem I have is it's a tail dragger. I don't know how to fly tail draggers, guys. Let's start in Altenrhein, because I believe there is an actual U-52 in here in this airport. There is, or there was one of those. So let's go ahead and check this out. Let's go and get the time in here. Maybe let's start off there. Get some favorable lighting. 8 a.m. shouldn't be too bad. AI traffic, let's see. Yeah, that should work. Live weather, let's hope that it's not too bad. So let's start off in Switzerland. And what was the tail number? I forgot. Oh yeah, and one thing, if you look at the different variants, there are actually a lot. There's the normal one. There are ones equipped with floats, with skis, and there's even a retrofit. I'm actually not sure what this is and how it's different from the 1939 version. I'm imagining the retrofit has more advanced, more modern avionics. That's how it sounds like to me. So maybe it has a GPS in there, because this guy, the 1939 version, doesn't. So let's go start with this one. Couple of different liveries available. 4 liveries in this. The floats, does it have? The floats also has its own. Nice. The skis. Yeah, each of them have their own colors. Very nice. So this is a brand new plane that released just a few hours ago, I think, in the marketplace. I believe it's 15 USD. It was 21 something SGD for me. So not bad at all for the price. But we'll see how nice it is. I haven't really tested it yet. There we go. So this one only says 14 passengers. Maybe I got it wrong. And this one has a flight engineer as well, similar with the DC-6, that era, right? So right now we don't really have any cargo, no passengers. So this is going to be a test flight. We can probably change that up a bit. Now let's start simple. No failures, please. Call sign. What was the call sign a while ago? The original one. Let's go back and copy that, because otherwise DHDAL. Okay, let's copy that one, because otherwise it will apply the Niner Victor India Charlie Lima again. Hotel Delta Alpha Lima. That looks good. 624, is it? Was it 624? 1 second. No, 822. There we go. Alright. Only thing I've done so far is check if it's loading. Yeah. I haven't really tried starting it up or anything, so we'll go and test it together. And this is more or less a 3-hour stream. And we'll cut it into 3 parts, more or less, for YouTube uploading. We'll see how many parts it takes before we can start the engine. Maybe 1 part to understand the cockpit, 1 part to start the engine, and 1 part to taxi. We'll see how long it's going to need. Yeah, no destination in mind. We're just going to fly probably in a general west-southwest direction, just to continue off, because if you guys remember, Altenrhein is somewhere we've gone to when we were exploring the World Update 6. Not the best weather. Okay, but fine. Maybe it will clear up later. If not, we'll change the weather accordingly. There it is. Nice ceiling. Let's reset that. There we go. Oh wow. I think we actually would want some kind of better weather here, just for the lighting. Let's see. Unreal weather, what will you give us? Yeah, overcast, but not too bad. I think we'll take that for now. That's how the interior looks like, guys. Pretty classic. Even more classic than the DC-6. Okay, that's working at least. I love the steering wheel / yoke. Steering Creations Inc. Very nice. Okay. Hey, Dwarfy. How's it going, man? Let's have a look at the exterior here. It is a tail dragger, so you can see the layout of the landing gears. 2 in front, 1 at the back. Might be very fidgety. We'll see how to taxi here. Probably going to be very bad with the visibility while taxiing as well, as with any tail dragger. But yeah, these engines look amazing. Look at the detail, guys. If I zoom in here, how close and how detailed that is. Each and every, what do you call it? Nut, right? Is modeled in. I wonder if it has smoke when we start it. I would imagine there should be smoke, right? With these radial engines, there should be pretty smoky when you start them off. Yeah, I think so. I have no idea what the parts are though. That's an exhaust, looks like. Pretty rusty, pretty well worn. And what is this for? Looks like an intake. Wow. Quite a large plane. Yeah, it's capable of 17 passengers if you look in through the window like this. Yeah, even while taxiing, because it's a tail dragger, so the passengers are kind of reclined while taxiing. Oh, that's nice. It's like in a roller coaster, right? When you're going uphill like that, up the slopes before you go down. Oh goodness, look at the door. Classic. Oh my goodness. There we go. The first exposure to Germanness. Zoo. Auf. Oh. Yeah, these two, the Z and the A, they're familiar. Because we have a, in our system, we have those words. The system that I work with in my full-time work is made by a German company. And so some of the terms that they have, some of the technical objects they have are still in German. And some of them are like a Zugang and Abgang. So the Zu and the Ab look familiar at least. Maybe it's a similar concept. I don't know what they translate to. Close and open probably. My goodness. Ooh. Well, it does look pretty nice, and the modeling as always. Asobo has done a great job here. Does it fly well? Can you even fly it? That's the question. And I wonder how the passengers get on board. Basing on this black thing here. Well, although there is something on the other side as well. Maybe they just ride on the wing? Huh? They open the door here, they get on the wing, they get in there, maybe? Tail dragger goodness, does the door open? Hey crewman, I'm not sure, I don't think so. Asobo has not been very fond of the opening doors and windows before. I remember watching them in a Q&A. Like they were kind of laughing a bit at the requests of people wanting to be able to open windows and whatnot. Maybe that's not such a big priority for them. Man, this does look like a pretty unique plane, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Does that work? Let me see. Brothers. Oh, it wouldn't work because I'm in drone mode. Immersion. Yeah. There it is. It does work. Just have to. There you go. Okay. And I love the sun rays going through there. Okay. Now, how the heck do we start this thing? Let's have a look around the cockpit first. Okay. So that's the speed. That's the airspeed looks like, right? Kilometers per hour. What is this? Hohe. Or however you pronounce that. Millibar. So this is some kind of pressure. Yeah, what is this, guys? That one. This one. Turn coordinator, maybe? Or slip coordinator? There's two of them, these millibars. This is the vertical speed. Oh my goodness, everything is in metric, looks like. Is this the altimeter? Are these two altimeters? One is out. Okay, Hohe is altitude. Okay, perfect, crewman. Thanks. I love the corrugated skin. Oh my goodness, yes. The pitos, the one below a while ago. Ah, I see. Doing good, man. Doing good, Dwarfy. Unreal weather. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure. I mainly just use it as a substitute when the either the live weather from the default Microsoft offering is a bit buggy or it's not too favorable and I want it better. Oftentimes I try and switch, and Unreal Weather is the first on that list of the switch. Okay, let's see. So these are both altitudes. One is in hundreds, one is in thousands. Okay, we'll see that in a bit. So it looks like how do you read this? 0.35, 0.36 kilometers. Yeah, that's why we are somewhere there. This looks like this is not matching. So we have the millibar there. What's the QNH here in Altenrhein? Let's have a look at the little nav map. Let's get a better idea what we're dealing with. Left is hundreds of feet, right is thousands. You don't understand KM. Yeah, me neither. It looks very weird, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Does that mean we have to translate all throughout as we climb here? 1 second. Okay. Trying to load little nav maps. Sometimes it's having trouble with finding where I am for some weird reason. Learned this from another streamer. Great. Great. Well, we could sure use your knowledge. Alright. Let's see. Altenrhein. Where are we now? Here, okay. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So we're here in Altenrhein. If you look at the weather here, it's VFR. Okay. We do have, okay, that's probably what we're seeing. Scattered clouds and broken. Pretty high up. Don't think we need to climb that high. But yeah, the QNH is 1020. Alright, let's start with that. Let's turn off the GPS here as well, so we don't cheat. At least the unit for the pressure is the same, 1020 millibar. So it should be somewhere there. Can anyone help me translate? How do you translate kilometers to feet? Somewhere like that. We're now at 0.4 kilometers. How many is that in feet so we can align? Because we should be at 1,300 feet. So I'm guessing that should be a roughly times 3. 0.4 kilometers times 3. And then do some sort of multiplications to get the 1,200-ish feet and then add something just for a good estimate. Quick maths. Yeah, exactly. Right. Alright, let's have a look at the others. What the heck are these others? What is that? That looks like, if you read that, that's compass. You read this like B letter thing, like a double S. I know my German enough. Oh my goodness, what the heck is this? That's Tauror. And this one, Seelflug. How's that different from here, the Hangt? OMG, yeah, this would be where a manual would be perfect. Unfortunately, Asobo doesn't seem too fond of manuals. I don't think it comes with any of the manual. What is this? Oh, 1 second. Oh, 1 second. What is that? So do we have to like align that properly like so? Looks like it's a maybe a gyro-based compass. So it kind of misaligns at some point. There's the slip coordinator, I believe. Okay, engine panel. My goodness. German trains or German planes? Both of them are very challenging, looks like. Yeah, I would hope we could do a manual sim, but we cannot even do that here because there's no manual. So this looks like the thing for engines, right? We have 3 of them. What is U per minute times 100? Maybe this looks like the manifold pressure based on the bar here, 24. Maybe it does seem like it. That might be the manifold pressure. We'll see. What is ATA? in here. That might be RPM. Multiply that by 100, I guess. So this one below, or is this the one above the RPM? Because it does seem like it. Yeah, the measurements, right? Per minute. Like revolutions per minute. Okay, and this is the manifold pressure below. Does it use a different... Probably uses a different unit of measure, huh? Maybe not inches of mercury. Probably uses the metric system and everything. 8:30, okay, that's local time. Bars, maybe. At ice pressure, thank you. Okay, that's great. And this one, maybe this is the suction, the, what do you call it? The gyrosuction or something like that. Okay, this one I can get. Außentemperatur. Around 14 degrees. Close enough, 14 degrees Celsius. Okay, and this one looks like a backup. Oh, that's the, they call it artificial horizon. Don't we have that here? Oh yeah, we do. I just missed it. And it's just a copy of the other one, mostly. I think so. So is this something we have to also manually change? Yes, we do. Okay. It's one thing. Alright, what else do we need to look at? Well, plenty more. What is this? Everything is in German. Everything is in German and there's no manual. And we don't have tooltips. I disabled them. No cheating. Pressluft. Vernebler. Motorhaube. Schmierstoff. Cooler. Auf, zu, close, open. That's the best I can offer. So there you have all these close, open valves in here. Which I have no idea what they do. These look like one for each engine. Maybe one of these is like the cowl flaps. You can set it up like so. Cooler is cooler. Okay, so it's more literal. It's a train. Does it use bars? Look behind you. Behind us? Where? What are we looking for? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we can actually see. Can we go there? Oh yeah, we can. This is nice. I thought the crew area would be closed off. Very nice texturing in here in the models. Yeah, we do have that though. That's a known bug, I think. The flickering, depending on the angle. But yeah, from here, that's a very nice view. Quite a luxurious ride. If only we can get the engine started. Yeah, the cabin is nicely done. I didn't even think... Because the other planes, right? You couldn't even go to the cabin. So we have a cooler in there. I guess that's some kind of... Let's try it. So if we max this out on the left one... And then we look outside... Let's see if that's some kind of cowl flaps thing. Because they said it's an air-cooled engine. So if that's the cooler, then maybe the air cooling is better. So maybe we have some kind of cowl flaps. So this is the right one. I opened it on the left. So if we can compare how this looks with the left, maybe we can see if there's anything changed. Notice something, guys? For me, not really. So maybe it's not a cowl flap. Anything? 1 bar is 14.5 psi. Okay, thank you. So maybe over here. The DC-6 cowl flaps were here at the back. Because it allows the exhaust gases to escape better, right? Something like that. Hey, larger. How are you, LL? Yes, indeed. We are fumbling around because we're not sure how to read all these. I don't know how to make this work. But yeah, that's the beauty of it. That's the joy of it. What is this? Oh, is this like the fuel level? Fluglag. L times 100, liter times 100. Yeah, it does seem like the fuel level, huh? So maybe it measures the fuel on that side of the wing. So the the pilot would have to look at his right and try to spot that meter from there. Okay, that's pretty cool. Cow flaps, yeah, that's one of the known issues, right? I'm not sure where it's stated. Maybe that's in the checklist. You know what? That might be a good move, yeah. Instead of fumbling around here, let's have the checklist guide us, because I think at least the checklist should be in English. So let's just have a quick tour of this one, but for the actual operation, we should be able to get guidance from the checklist. And the checklist should have those like blinking things pointing you to which part is which. Look at this one. There's even like a strap for the boots or for the feet and everything, for the pedals. Is that the one? Maybe. Yeah, it is. And the brakes, yeah, also there. But what is this? What the heck is that? Okay. Clumsy, what? Very colorful thing here. Fro. M2. M2. M1. I have no idea what these are. Guys know what this is? Looks like a kid's toy with the colors. I'm guessing that's saying something important, those different colors. Okay, we have starter. Wow, it says in English. Betetikung Norven Machine Fry. Good luck. Okay, and what is this? Zoo. Auf. One hand pump. Here's the throttle. Looks like. For the 3 engines. But what is that? RPM maybe. Turn on tooltips. I'm a bit hesitant to do that, but yeah, I think we will have to, huh? Yeah, I think in this case we have to make an exception. Yeah, let's do that. We'd be too much in the dark otherwise. Where was it? Miscellaneous, was it? No. Accessibility, I think. There you go. Cockpit interaction, still legacy. I like legacy. Instrument name. There we go. Okay, let's see how that works. There we go. Com active 1. That's the fuel pump. Pitot heat. Here's the pitot and carb heat. Okay. Parking brake. What is this? The mouse is still buggy in certain angles. Right rudder ratio. Oh, so this is like a trim maybe. Maybe something along those lines. Let's have a look what this is. Ignition. This is the ignition. I see. So these are the magnetos. Yeah, you guys are right. So do we have like left, right in both? On each of these, there's even a master starter. Okay, here's the throttle for sure. And this guy is... No, this is engine 1 fuel lubricant supply. So like a fuel cutoff maybe? Fuel selector, all, left, links, rechts. Center panel light. COM1, nav1, oh my goodness, there's a frequency. Lubricant cooler indeed. Okay, these are the cowl flaps. Okay, these are the cowl flaps. Let's go and open that again and look at the left one. Maybe we'll see it this time. Okay. And then compressed air. Left bottle, right bottle. Shut-off valve, nebulizer. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's have a look. Notice any difference in the left one? Maybe below? Where should we be looking for those cowl flaps? Deep fryer. Egg squad. I don't really notice a difference between the left and right engines. Let's have a look below. Maybe I'm missing it. You guys see it? Not sure. Maybe it's not yet working because it's... No, I doubt. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see later. One step at a time. Okay. The wooden wheel. Yeah, classic. Fly an old fishing boat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. On the texturing. I was surprised that even the cabin was modeled and we can go there. We went there a while ago. Okay, cool. Cover. Alright, so plenty of things. Will you not point it to me? Okay, so let's go and try and start it up. Yeah, the checklist is comprehensive, or less. So at least they really put that work in there. Good old classic truck mods, and now we are going with classic plane. How are you, Deso? Right, here we are. Battery. Where is even the battery? Let's go. And this is the beauty about the checklist, the dynamic checklist. Oh, there we go. Okay, batteries are on. Is there a thing as like voltage where we check something went on there? Okay, that's good. Throttle levers. Okay, throttle levers should be on idle. I don't have the proper throttle setting in here. Let's adjust that a bit. I think I have it wrongly set. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm actually not even sure what I should use for my throttles here. Yeah, that's tricky. Maybe this one. Yeah, let's just leave it. Maybe let's use 25% for now. And then the quadrant. Let's see. So this is just throttle 1. Oh, I don't want that. DC6 has 4 of them. The CJ4 has 2 of them. That was nothing. Not sure which one to use. You can think of the DC6 first. Let's see. That works properly like so. Hey, Peter. Congrats, man. Yes, hope you get it. Alright, so now this should work. There we go. It looks good. That's on idle. Fuel supply levers, that's this guy. Okay. Off. Is that off? Maybe that's off. Because that's all the way there. Okay. Parking brake is set. Is it? This looks like it's set. Isn't it? The brakes, the toe brakes are pushed. Okay, pitot heater. Oh, you turn on the pitot heat immediately, even on the ground. Interesting. Which one is on? I'm not sure which way is on. Maybe we need the other thing. Not the legacy. We need one more guidance. We need one more level of help here. Yeah, instrument description. Not a huge fan of this, but fine. Here we go. Yeah, here. So you see there is the description. So you have the pitot heat here, or you have the carb heat and pitot heat here. So we just need the pitot heat. So that's the one we want. Okay. Pitot heat indicator. What is that? Huh? Which one? Over here maybe. So maybe if you turn that off, something happens. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that one is saying that the pitot heat is off. That's why you have that. I'm not sure what that means. Tauror. So when you turn on the pitot heat, that warning disappears. That's like the warning light. Okay, good. Oh, so you're just testing if it's working. Alright, so that makes sense now. Why you're testing, why you're turning off the pitot heat so early. Okay, good. And then let's test our flight controls if they are free and correct. Looking good there. Yeah. Good. Re and correct. Fuel tank selector to both. That is both. That's the left, that's the right. Fuel quantity. Yeah, indeed, it is where you see it. How do you read that? Let's see if that's consistent. I see 6 there, so it's that 600. How about liters? No, actually, it should be only 450, so I'm reading it wrong. Second. So there should be 3 indicators, right? One each for the engine. Yeah, chat is quiet because we're all concentrating. Trying to focus on learning this thing. Let's see. I'm trying to get as close as possible. Okay, there. Isn't that saying so many dials? It does seem like it's pointing at 6. Doesn't it? Where's it pointing for you guys? Because that seems like the pointer for me. Here? So my mouse, isn't that the pointer? Somewhere around 6 plus? Even if you look here, 6? 7 even, if you look at the small one? I don't know. I don't even know how you read this. Because there are so many different levels in there. We're all German confused, I know, right? Okay, let's have a look at the others. A translator. Yes, go ahead. If you can, go ahead. Now, where's the thing for the center one? I'm assuming that should be visible from here. Maybe that's in the cockpit. Okay, we'll see. Let's have a look. But the right one, I would imagine, would have a similar reading at around that 6, 7. Yeah, it does. Okay. And then here, it is the Junkers U-52, indeed. In here, where would that other one be? So it should be either visible from the pilot's point of view here, or it should be inside the cockpit itself because it's pretty close. So maybe they were able to reach the fuel gauge in here. Let's have a look at the checklist again. Those should mark the different things. Okay, that's one. One second. Why is it so weird? Acting very weird. So that's 2. The 3. It seems to be pointing here. I don't get it. That one? No, that's the clock. I don't, Peter. Well, no idea. No idea where you find it. Maybe here? Maybe this one? Oh, this is the amperes. That's the voltage of the battery. That's the one I was looking at. And we have circuit breakers. Right? In-op circuit breakers. Is it circuit breakers? No, I think these are actually lights. Some of them. Strobes, beacons. Oh, interesting. Okay. Nice. Anyone spot that? Third fuel tank read out. This is where a manual would come in handy. It's interesting that they're not blinking. They're not glowing. Well, that's glowing. So if you do that, it should glow when we see it. Sorry guys, the camera is a bit weird. Yeah, it's resetting. Okay. Look to the right. If you look to the right like that, it kind of resets at some point. Okay. Most liveries are only on the vintage cockpit. Hey, Tickle. I've seen, so we checked the liveries a while ago. You can also replay the VOD. I saw that there were different liveries for all the variants. But yes, I think the default one has the most number of liveries. The others have 2 extra ones. This one, the original one, had 4, if I remember correctly from what we saw. Right window. You can open the windows. Nice. Oh wow, they modeled that in. Very cool. Does that mean we can open the door too? 1 second, let's try it. Okay, let's try it. Oh, you can't. I was hoping we could open the door. Okay, no. Alright. There's only 2 fuel tanks. There should be 3, because there are 3 engines. But yeah, maybe that's getting fed from the different one, huh? Maybe that's getting fed from the 2 wings only. But if you do this, you'll actually see 4 pointers. Yeah, that's true, Grey Dog. That's true. Why you're not flying? Because we can't. Because we're still figuring it out. Okay, so let's check that out. Let's say that's good. That's the oil quantity. Interesting. How do you check the oil there? Anyone know how to read that? Looks like a dipstick, right? Maybe that's the thing there. That looks like it's maxed out. Green. And then it probably lowers. And then when it reaches the red point here, then that's dangerous. Now here you would have 3. Right? Here you would expect 3. Grey Dog is right. The fuel doesn't necessarily mean you have 3, one for each engine. It could be 2 fuel tanks being diverted to 3 engines. That's true. So here... Yeah, that looks like green. Yes, 3 for oil. Okay, thank you. Good. Alright, altimeters. Yes, we set that. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, we're starting the engines. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Starter master. This kind of tooltip is really so functional, but I really don't like it. It makes the sim really feel like a game, doesn't it? I don't know, my taste, with the blinking things, all the huge pop-ups. It's very functional though for if you don't really know anything about the plane, like right now. It's going to be very useful. There is a primer, interesting, okay. Nebulizer, it's saying. Okay, turn that on. Injection shut-off valve is on. There you go. That's on. Fuel wobble pump. What the heck is a fuel wobble pump? So we open the cover and then we put that down. There you go. Okay. Oil fuel supply. Start. There you go. That's the start position. Ignition delay. Engine 3. As required. Usually set on SPAT. Late for engine start. Okay, that's start. Ah, no, that's early. That's late. That's a bit inconsistent. See here? So this one is, this seems like it's pointing to the SPAT, right? This one is pointing to the flu, but if it points at SPAT here, it's saying in the tooltip that it's early. In the tooltip, in the checklist, it says it's usually set on SPAT, but it's saying here that means late. Can anyone help me translate what SPAT means? And how do you even read that thing? What the heck is that? I have no idea. Right. So let's leave that there. Magneto cap engine 3. We open that. Alright. Magneto switch engine 3. Open for both. Ah, this is the left and right mag, M1 and M2. He places it in the middle for both. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Mixture lever. 1 second. Where's the mixture lever? Ah, here, right below. Okay. That's cool. Alright, so we put that full mix. 1 second. That's actually cut off. That's full mixture. Starter engine 3. Pull. Oh, okay. Let's open the windows for this. Which one is engine 3 even? Is that the one on the right? Probably. It looked very calm. Very quiet, didn't it? Smoke? Didn't see anything. Let's try that in the next engine once we know what to do. Okay. So we pulled that thing. What's the next one? Here we put it to run. There. Okay, good. Oil pressure engine 3. That's that guy. What's the say? 40 psi minimum. Okay. Yes, kind of right there. Ignition delay. Okay, let's move that in. Adjust for 1000 RPM or less. Now where's RPM? Right there. Okay, that is less. We're on idle. Alright, that looks good. Let's try now engine 1. So rinse and repeat. This guy we move to that one, the start position, right? The ignition delay. We put that at spot again. Yes. Magneto cap, so we then lift that up and we put this to both, right? There. How did you know that this is for engine 1, 2, and 3? 1, 2, and 3 looks like, huh? Okay. And magneto switch is both, yes. Mixture lever engine is already set to rich, yes. Starter engine we are pulling. Okay, and after this we go out and look. So once I pull this, oh, there it is. It sounds actually a bit better this way. Really looks quite nice. So let's have a look. Where should we expect the smoke? Coming off here, I would imagine, right? So let's put this on maybe this angle. Let's see if there's smoke coming out later. So as after I pull it, let's go out here. The exhaust. So right here, right? Should be. Hey, Anwinder. Spat is late. Okay, thank you. Ah, so it's the tooltip. The tooltip that's wrong. Thanks. The checklist is correct. We'll be moving all the way home. That's true, Tickle. That's true. Okay, so let's go and pull this. Ah, there it is. It's not really smoke, but it is. You can see something blowing out, like the, what do you call it? Exhaust. You can see it. It's not exactly smoke though, but you do see the distortion. Quite nice. Heat haze. There you go. Yeah. I guess you would expect like really black gray smoke coming out of that initially, but not forever, not fully. Okay, looks good. We'll put this on Da, 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 da. That guy. Hope that engine didn't die. Okay, good. Blue smoke. Wow. So it really should be visible, huh? Interesting. Okay. So let's see that. It's a very mild sound though, isn't it? So that's in run now. Oil pressure, let's check it. Yes, also there at 40. Ignition delay, let's put that in fro. Where was it? Here. There you go. For early. And we adjust the RPM, also very low. I'm looking here, yeah, above. Yes, 600 RPM. 650. Good. This is interesting. After you do the first two engines, the left and right engines, you then close the fuel wobble. That's something I have not really heard of before this thing. Cool. I have no idea what that does. Alright, so here we go and start it off. Like so. Alright, let's turn on the fuel pump. Oh, so for the center, engine 2, you actually turn on the fuel pump first. Ignition delay 2, engine 2. Okay, this one we keep it at spot. Yes. We pull the magneto, turn it on, and then set it to both, right? There you go. So that's these two. Mixture lever should be rich already. Yes, there it is. I would have expected a more boomish sound. Right now it's very gentle. Let me see, let me have a look at my audio settings, guys. Would be maxed out. 1 second, let's have a look at the audio here. General sound. Engines are at 70. That should be fine. Should we max it out maybe? Maybe for this we should. Wobble pump is a manually operated fuel pump used for starting the engine. Oh, so it's like a manual pump, so you wobble it to pump the fuel in. It's like you're cranking the fuel in. Is it? Oh my goodness, the weather is turning bad even in unreal weather. Okay, let's see how that goes. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Nothing really happened. Maybe longer. There it is. Very quiet. Very gentle. If you sit right next to it, I want to hear it. Oh man, I thought it would be more, how to say, raw. I didn't really know what to expect, but I was expecting it to be a bit more raw. Yeah, but yes, we're just idling. That's a good point. Let's see, maybe later. Maybe later it will change. Okay, put that to run. Now fuel pump can go off. Because we have a fuel pump here now, we don't need the wobble anymore. Probably that's because the two engines are working, so you can have like a fuel pump in here. You don't have to wobble it around. Maybe would be louder than that, I would imagine. Oil pressure is good. Yeah, all of them are good. And manifold pressure for them have all gone down. Yes. Since we started the engine, and this one would be over here. Yes, and RPM should be at 650 as well. Yes, indeed. Okay, good. And with that, we can now turn off the engine shutoff valve and the primer as we have the engine starter. Good. Nice. That's good. All right. Whew, weather is not good though. Weather is not good. Switch to live weather. It's even worse probably. Yeah, it's even worse. That's okay. Let's stick with this one. Okay. So taxi lights. I guess that's at the... wow. That kind of makes sense, right? The lights should be pretty much in arm's distance from the pilot. Quite an interesting position. And something we haven't done is to actually turn on the beacons here. And the nav lights maybe. Wings lights? No, we don't need that. Let's check outside if those are really turned on. Yeah, those are beacons. They're working. Is that the only one? Nav lights? Yeah, nav lights look good. Any more lights here at the bottom? No, I don't think so. I think there's only one. Okay, good. And yeah, with that we can open the taxi lights. So taxi lights are there. I think there is a bug here somewhere. A known bug. Okay, the taxi lights I see outside. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, it's cool. So those are the taxi lights, and then one notch more will be the landing lights. Did they get stronger? I guess, so it's maybe just a setting on the same lights. So let's put on taxi lights first. Maybe I like the reflections. There's a wobble pump too in the Spitfire. Ah, I see, I see. So it's that generation maybe, huh? Good, okay. We have taxi lights on. Inlet oil temperature greater than 40 before increasing power. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's pretty low still. Probably because we're idling. So let's set the... let's maybe hear how this engine purrs. Let's open the windows here. Make it louder. Goodness, this is 1000 RPM. It sounds so gentle. Let's stay at 1000 RPM. And see what kind of views we have. Instrument views. So this one. This one. We have pretty cold temperatures here. All temperatures. 7, 8, 9, 0. You even have a separate view for just the landing light. The taxi and landing light. It's nice though. The instrument views are quite useful. Well thought of. Inlet all temperatures. Yeah, it's those three. Well, let's hope that they don't cause us trouble. I don't think that's modeled in anyway. Okay, let's see. Let's see how to taxi. A sunroof. A sunroof? Oh yeah. Oh cool. That's a good catch. Yeah, I think we'd want to change the weather for this one though. Not very good for sightseeing, is it? Let's go with the scenic one. Broken is always the more scenic one. Or maybe... no, maybe that's too thick. Let's go for scattered. There you go, just for the sights. That is super cool. I like that. Good catch. Okay, so let's see. Let's release the parking brake and test it out. Yeah, we're moving. Test the brakes. There we are. How do we taxi here? Oh my goodness. It's so hard to turn the head. 4 tri-motor. Is it a similar thing? Also radial engines? Let's go back to 1013. So I changed the weather. There you go, that looks good. Should be that one and one more here. Similar to this, but before. Oh wow. Even earlier than this. Good. Okay, let's do a run-up. I think there was a problem with the run-up. I think there's a known issue about it, but we'll try it anyway. So where do we go? Let's have a look. Man, this looks great, doesn't it? This area looks great. Let's take a photo here. 1 second. Not bad at all. Not too shabby. Very dramatic looking, like from a movie. Okay, that's one. Hey, Country Fox. Best I'll say anyone speak German because yeah, we are actually trying to fly a German plane right now with all the instruments labeled in German, and we could not understand it initially until we turned on the tooltips at least to help us out. Alright, let's go ahead and try and line this up. Where would be the run-up area here? And where's the windsock? Well, maybe let's taxi. No, I don't want to taxi that way because it looks pretty bad. The max wingspan here, I don't think we'll fit in there. Might hit the building, so we'll stay here on this side. Yeah. Let's just do the run up here. I'll just maybe turn around. Is that enough to turn here? See how this thing turns. Oh, sorry for that, guys. That jack again. There we go. Sweeping it out. Man, this feels like driving an ETS2 trailer with steerable axle. So it's very weird. Okay, let's probably do a run up here. Hold short line. And how do you taxi from inside? Here, okay. And that looks very nice actually, huh? The sounds, I'm not sure if I like, but I'll take it. We will take it. Okay, let's hold short there. Parking brake is set. Let's try and do the run up. Okay, that is set. 1600 RPM. Oh, and then you do the magneto check. Yeah, let's just do that on one. Switch to 1600. Move to 1600 for all. Oh, now that's getting loud. You're German Canadian. Oh, perfect. Perfect, man. We will be able to use your help. Now it's getting loud. Nice. Alright, so we have 1600 RPM. Magneto's engine 1. So we're testing the left and right, I imagine. Here. And how do I see? Okay. So over here, right? So that way, there. That's left mag. Should see a drop there. There was a drop, yeah, around 100 RPM, maybe even less. Looks good. That is modeled in. That's nice. Oil pressure should indicate 3.5 kilogram per square centimeter. Yeah. Minimum. Temperature. Now it's hotter. 60 degrees now. Okay, good. Between 40 and 93 is the ideal temperature. Fuel pressure. Over here. 0.28. Yes, I think so. Yeah, above 0.5 is here, 0.25 is there, so 0.28, yeah. Cylinder head temperature is there, okay. 232 degrees maximum. That looks pretty hot, actually. That looks pretty hot. Shouldn't we have opened the cowl flaps as we're on the ground? I didn't see that in the checklist. Estern these while taxiing. Oh yeah, that's true. Typical with tail draggers, right? You had to do those S-turns so you would see what's in front of you. Yeah, that would make sense. Carb heat? How do you check the carb heat? Turn on carb heat and check that a limited decrease in RPM ensues. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So let's set it back to 1100 RPM. Let's not do the test on the others. Just wanted to check how if it's waddled in. So carb heat, yeah, here. There was a slight drop in RPM. Yeah, very slight, around 100 RPM, maybe 200. Cool. Okay. Switch there. Flight controls, free and correct. You guys ready to fly? Or try to fly? Okay. I guess there's no autopilot, huh? Okay. Flight controls free and correct. Carb heat is off. Flap trim. Where is that? Oh my goodness, all the way here. Okay, so you have a handle where you would say if it's the pitch trim that you're controlling or the flaps that you're controlling. Looks like. Let's close the windows, it's getting too loud for me now. There you go. A bit more muffled. That's pretty interesting. So the flap trim selector should be pulled up, yeah? Pull it up for a flap setting. And you set it up for takeoff. Flap position must be set for takeoff. How do you even know that? Because it's only percentage. Okay, what I can do is I can try to use the key. The key for the flaps. 1 second. There. That's 1 notch. 33.3. Okay, so it's like 1/3. The flap notches are 1/3 of the way. So I guess for takeoff it's just 1 notch. I have no idea, it didn't really say. Landed in St. George in the sim. Congrats. The issue with the run-up checklist. Yeah, I saw that in the known issues. I couldn't remember exactly what it was for though. What it was about. Elevator trim 1.8 degrees up. Oh, there it is. Okay. 1.8 degrees up. So that's the trim. But the flaps, that's the flap setting. Okay, let's get back here. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Go back there. So we've set the flaps there. That indicates accordingly. So that's 0. That's for takeoff maybe. That's start. That's landing. Start. That seems like takeoff to me. Where's our German friends? Where was our German friend here? Country Fox, are you still here? What does Steigen mean? or mot flug. I'm guessing 25 degrees is the takeoff. Okay, let's put it that way. Pull it down for pitch. Elevator trim should be 1.8 degrees up. Okay, that's really far away. Let's see if my trim button works. Okay, it does. 1.8 should be there, right? And then inlet oil temperature 60 degrees. Yes, magnetos are set to both for all. Mixture levers are rich. Yes. And pitot heater, let's turn that on so we remove that warning in here. So where was it again? This guy. There you go. So the warning there disappears. Okay, good. Right, minimum 1500 RPM check. Okay, and then release the brakes and then take off power. Let's take off power. All tachometers must indicate 2250 RPM minimum. Okay, is that full power? Okay, probably. Check that airspeed indicator is working. Yeah, because this is not a turbocharged engine, right? So we should be able to just go full throttle, I hope. And then check that airspeed's alive. Okay. Didn't really say rotation speed, but I think it was 50 knots. I hope so. Okay. So let's do that. But now the plane is started. Let's go taxi and do the takeoff. Let's start part 2.